Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NMWatch and we are back with the full review of this Seiko 5 Sports. Come on, focus, come on. Camera please, focus, work with me. Yep. Okay, so this is the Seiko 5 SRPH29K1. So I've had this for about 2 months now, and yeah, this is one of the I think this is released somewhere in 2021, or is it early this year? I'm not really sure, but a replacement for this SNK series, right? So this is the SNK807 37mm. This one is the sort of a replacement of this particular series of watches, right? So before we do that, let's do a quick wristwatch check. Today I am wearing another field watch, which is this Hamilton khaki field automatic in 38mm. Don't ask me the reference number because they are very long. So awesome little watch, budget Swiss made entry level watches, right? So let's get back to the review, review and also a comparison between these two, right? So the question here is, this one a worthy replacement of the SNK800 series. So we have this in, I think 807 is in this blue dial, 805 I think is the black dial, or 803 is the cream dial. I can't remember, but of course I will put some pictures over here. And this one, right, so this one comes in, I think, a few other colorways as well, black and even white and even a blue. There are so interesting colorways on this particular piece, right? So let's just quickly do some dimension check. Oh, before I've completely forgot, this one came on a fabric strap, which is absolutely horrible to use. So this is actually my wife's watch, right? So I gave this to her for like maybe 4 or 5 years back. I can't really remember when, and yeah, she immediately lost that that particular strap. But this one came on this style of fabric plus leather strap, which is absolutely cool. I think this is way much better feeling compared to the original strap that came on this Seiko SNK series, right? So of course I use it on NATO strap because I think this looks much better compared to that particular strap, right? So what about price then? So when this is basically the the gateway into the Seiko automatic watches, so you can get this. You used to get this at about $60, but now I think it is ranging around 80 to $100 US dollars. This one, however, you can get this at around, I think around maybe $170 to $200, so depending on where you get it from. So yeah, it is basically double the cost of this one, right? So but this one has started to become much more rare. So if you guys are into this small, you don't really mind this small watch case of 37mm, so you know what, now is the time before they run out, right? So let's do a quick dimension check for both of these pieces. So let's start with the smaller one. So I have my calipers here, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing this for a long time, right? So let's just go ahead and measure it. So this is a 37.3mm in diameter. A thickness including that display case back is about 10.7mm, and the lug to lug is a very short lug to lug of about 43.2, and the lug width of this is 18, right? So 18mm, and this on this leather strap, it weighs at about not really that, yeah, at about 61, oh sorry, focus, 61 grams, right? So very easy to wear watch, right? So on the other hand, this SRPH29K1, this is the new Seiko 5 Sports, so this is going to be around 39.5, I think. So quite a big one, 39.2, right? So yeah, 39.5, let's call it 39.5, and a thickness of about very thick of about 13.6. So this is where one of the major downfall of this particular piece, because it is very thick. It feels like a dive watch when it is on the wrist, right? So let's just measure it. Lug to lug is about 47.8. Let's just call it 47.8, and a lug width of 20mm, right? So, and spared to this single pass NATO strap from slavwatchstrap.com. It weighs at about 68 grams there, so yeah, plus minus 70 grams, so not a heavy, but still it feels quite a lot heavier compared to the SNK80 series, 07 series, right? So the dial, right? So the SNK807, come on, focus please. SNK807 is featuring this matte dial, so of course, like I mentioned just now, we've got black, green, and I think a beige colorway, so they all feature this printed matte dial with those what to say, B dial style typeface here, where all of the everything is printed. Even the Lume pip, the circular Lume pip on the top is printed, right? So, and of course we have the hour marking in on the inner circle, and the minute markings on the outer circle, right? So, and we have of course the day date here on the at 3 o'clock, and we have that, oh come on man, focus, God, what is wrong? Seiko applied logo, and also the 5 logo is applied, and we have those what they call it, sword style hands on the hour and also the minute hands, and of course we have this loomed lollipop second hands with this red color tip, right? So and of course, like I mentioned just now, there's this small Lume circular Lume pip on the outer edge of the minute hour markers, and yeah, so we will do of course the Lume chat later on, right? So that is about the dial, right? So this one is featuring almost the exact same dial, but you can see here they are almost similar, but of course this is a bit bigger, and even the printing is just almost similar size, I think. So you can see that on the 12, this one is on the writing 12 here is just a tad bigger, and the logo, the writing 55 here is, I think, almost similar size to this the SNK800 series, right? So where it differs though is the Seiko 5 logo. The 5 is actually printed, so this one is applied, and the automatic, right? So this one is simple automatic printing, but this one we have that italized very nice printed there at the bottom at the 6 o'clock, and we have of course this orange Lume pip printed on the 12, 3, 6 and 9 markers. So that is the only differences, right? So, and of course, the big hour hand, also big minute hands, and they are both reaching out to the our minute markers, and this one is not that close, but yeah, still quite close, right? So, and of course the hour markers, so our hand is reaching all the way to the our printing, and yeah, so this one not too bad, but still a tad too small, right? So, and of course the date wheel there, and all of this is done in printing, right? So, and of course those dots are all Lume, but it's not really that bright, right? So, case finishing, this one is featuring the bead plastered finishing, which will scratch and will show the inner metal inside there. I think I have a few scratches and nicks in here. Yep, on top here you can see that they can see the base color, but this one is having this what do you call this, fully brush finishing on all surfaces. I can't see any polish finishing, and of course we have that very important drill lux, right? So this one doesn't have any drill lux. Yup, so there. And the crown, right? So the crown is featuring this circular brush finishing here. First you can hand wind it and hack it, because this is using a 4R6 movement. This one having a 4 o'clock, not really 4, 3:45 clock 345 crown here. So it's really tiny, guys. Of course this one is using 7S26 movement. You're not gonna have any hacking or hand winding features, so that is why it is stuck there nicely at the 3:45 p.m. 3:45 position, right? So at the case back we have this 7S26 movement, 7S26C movement. So yeah, of course featuring display case back with the hard leg crystal. This one also featuring a flat hard leg crystal, and this one it's featuring this dome hard leg crystal, which makes it a whole lot more difficult to see, right? So, and at the back of course we have the again hard leg crystal at the back, and we can see that 4R36 movement, right? So Yeah, and of course 10 bar, which means this one has 100 meters of water resistance. But on the SNK807, I don't think they write any water resistance rating here, so it is safe to say that this thing only has about 50 meters of water resistance, right? So other than that, yeah, you know what, let's just go ahead and check out the Lume, right? So let's just bring in my charge, my not my UV light here. They both glow, you know, it is okay, not that bad, but still these are both not a dive watch, so it's not gonna be glowing that strong, but still a good performance for a field watch. I guess ready, 3 2 1 and boom. So you can see both watches featuring the almost similar Lume pattern here. So yeah, the smaller one is, you know, the SNK807, and the bigger one is the SRPH29K1, right? So you can see that the orange Lume pip, of course, it is glowing nicely now because I've just charged it. But if you know, if you are in the charge this around maybe 11 p.m. and you wake up at around 5 a.m., the first thing that will go is that orange colored Lume pip. So it is not as strong as the green color one, right? So yeah, that's that. Okay, so next, let's just switch on the lights and see and do some conclusions here, right? So both of them are great watch, but still, if you guys have 6.5-inch wrist or 16 centimeter or maybe 15.5 centimeters wrist, I think you should go for this one, because yeah, it is much more better proportionate to your wrist. But if you guys have a bigger wrist, 6.75 or even bigger than that, or yeah, you could go for this one. But still, I kind of wishing that it has a little bit thinner profile, and I wish that it has, it has a little bit more Lume, because you literally could buy two of these for the price of one of this Seiko 5 Sports series, right? So of course, and yeah, if you guys if you don't want to go more than $100, search for this while you can, guys. So because I think they will be running out soon, right? So you know what, let's just quickly take my Hemi off and put both of them on my 6.75 or 17 centimeters wrist. So this blue strap is actually from Vario Singapore. Alright, so this is from their Bund strap. I'm so sorry, guys, I'm struggling to put this one on so you can see that it is looks a bit tiny on my skinny wrist. So that's why this thing is much more suitable for someone with 6.5 and below, right? So, or even for women. It makes this watch a unisex watch, right? So, and if you have a bigger wrist, so you can always go for this one, albeit it will have a bit of heft and also a bit of thickness, right? So I just maybe in the future Seiko can consider changing the hard leg crystal to a flat crystal, so that it won't be looking that big. All right, so yeah, I can still pull it off, right? So no issues there, but still it kind of feel a bit too thick because of that 13.6 millimeters in thickness, right? So yeah, that is how the SRPH29K1 looks on my wrist, right? So yeah, there you have it, guys. A quick, I think, in a simple comparison between these two. All in all, I think both are great watches, but yeah, still one have they are the way Seiko is moving forward, so they will be producing a whole lot more of this variation of this particular piece, and this one I can see that it is going to be discontinued. So the next question from me to you is that which one would you guys want to go for? So if you want to go for the modern one, with this hacking and hand winding movement, or you want to go a little bit soon to be vintage watch, I think the SNK800 series, right? So there you have it, guys. If you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.